Hey, what's good, world? It's your boy Soundoff The General, man. I'm back at it, like a crack addict in the rehab situation. Nah, let me quit playing. But anyway, I'm a rapper, singer, motivational speaker, and I just wanted to give you my life story and let you understand a little bit about or a piece of my story, and to let you know what I deal with. For those that may not be familiar with my music, I have a song called Hell. And it's like, I talk about the effects of when I come out of a manic episode and what's going on in my life at the time. For people that don't know, I'm bipolar type 1, manic bipolar. And that is basically a manic episode is where you have delusions. You're kind of like loose state, not in reality, like you've lost your sanity rather. You have delusions where you think things like, hey, I'm Barack Obama, or I'm Beyonce, or I'm Jesus. There's hyper religious talk. You think it's the end of the world coming. You're hypersexual, trying to get it in with everybody, anybody that you can get it on with at a time. You know what I'm saying? There's, where people have called me a manipulator. I manipulate situations because all I want to do is get what I want during that time. I have smoked with a homeless man before. I have gotten a $60,000 car one time and bought it when I couldn't afford it. I have done a lot of crazy stuff. Being bipolar and having manic episodes, you know what I'm saying? I've given away belongings, jewelry, money, bags, studios. I've given a lot of stuff to a lot of different people. And it's interesting because, when I'm going through those stages in my life, when I go through those experiences, those episodes, people don't understand that this is not Mark that we know. This is a different version of him that he doesn't understand and we don't understand. It's interesting because like when I'm literally going through these episodes where I'm having these extreme highs and these extreme lows, when I'm having the highs, I just feel good. I feel euphoric. I feel like man, it's like smoking the best blunts you can ever smoke and feeling good and no issues, no nothing. You just feel like everything's coming together. You feel like it's your time. You feel like everything's working out. All the hardship and all the bad years, they all have meaning and purpose to them, and everything just makes sense. Little do you know that you're having an episode. Little do you know that shit is finna go bad in the next couple months. Little do you know that people are seeing you, and some people know that something's off with you and they're taking advantage. And then there's some people that literally don't know that something's going on with you. You know what I mean? There are people that I've met that have only met me during episodes because I have episodes so frequently. Then there are some people that know me outside of those episodes and know that there's decisions that I wouldn't make if I had not been in an episode. There are people that have turned their back on me because of episodes. You've done too much. You've said too much. You've gone too far. And this is the end. We're not talking no more. Family, friends, loved ones, close people, you know what I'm saying? However you want to say it, there are people that have turned their back on me. And I'm not saying it's not warranted. I'm not saying I don't get it. I do get it. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was me, I don't know if I could sit there and handle that for someone I love so dearly, watching them go through something and there's nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? There's been so many times that I've made my mama and my brother and them, I made my family cry because they thinking, damn, this might be the last time I see my brother. I'm finna get a call that he's finna go out. Somebody's finna kill him. You know what I mean? People don't understand that. Like, they don't understand that. Like this is like, yeah. I have a bachelor's degree. Yeah, I graduated magna cum laude. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got from a good school. Yeah, I have a music career. Yeah, I got a good paying job. Yeah, but don't understand. Yes, with all that too, I have mental illness. Yes, I have mental illness. And what's so messed up is people can't understand. They can't see the fact that it's mental. You can't see it. That's what makes it hard. People see it, oh, Mark just being manipulative. Oh, Mark on cocaine. Oh, Mark on PCP. Oh, Mark, you know what I'm saying? He doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? He out here just making these bad decisions. Gotta look, but when was I making the decision? What place was I in? Was I in mania? Was I in depression? Or was I coming out? Like, when was it? It's one thing, like, to have an episode and it happened one time and that was it. But it's like, I've had 5 to 7 of them in the past 5, 6 years. Just back to back to back to back to back to back. I joke with my friend, I said, it seems like every time I try to pursue music, man, it's another episode. Like Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, next episode. I feel like it's another one. Just being honest. It's interesting when you know that one day your life will never be the same because you still have to take medication every day, because if not, you're going to mess up some shit. You're going to tear up some shit. You're going to fuck up some shit. And it's crazy. People don't understand that. People, because they can't see it, they think that, okay, either the nigga's crazy or the nigga getting over. And it's like, there's a lot of people that feel like I'm getting over. And it's like, for the people, man, I'm sorry y'all feel that way, but there's nothing I can do about that. I can't change the way what the Most High allowed to happen. I can't change that. I can't change what genetics brought forth. I can't change that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I try hard to minimize the effects that it could present itself or the problems it could present itself, but it is what it is. So I've had people tell me, man, your behavior was this and that, and you know, because of this and that, and you know what I'm saying, I can't rock with you, and I can't, you know what I mean, like, crazy. I've had people say, if you know you have mental illness, then you know you need to do what you need to do to make sure it doesn't happen or treat it. And it's like, man, you tell that to a cancer patient. You tell that to somebody that got liver failure, COPD, tell them, you know what you got going on, don't let it affect you. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because in the black community, people still don't want to acknowledge mental illness, things of anxiety, psychosis, schizophrenia, hearing voices, seeing things that ain't there. Like, people don't want to acknowledge these things, but these things exist. It exists. I live with mental illness and work at a job where I see people with mental illness all the day long and be thinking like, damn, nigga, this is how my family feel. But damn, man, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I feel your pain. Don't know why I'm not getting one of these. Because I got the same kind of issues. Man, you know, I had my first episode in 2011, man, where I went to a man's house in the middle of nowhere. Wrecked my car in the ditch. Start tearing off the siding off of his house. He comes out, he's pulling the trigger, ain't nothing coming out, ain't nothing hitting me. But he's pulling the trigger, shooting at me. Can't explain it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people gonna say it's God, and I'm not gonna dispute it's not God. It was something. It was something. Had another episode, you know what I'm saying, where I'm getting ready to graduate. At the time of my graduation, I go into a local entity office where I'm getting ready to get a job and tell them, hey, I've been smoking. And I ain't going to pass the test. Felt the need to have to just go in there and be honest with people when it wasn't none of their damn business. Or I shouldn't have been smoking at all. But either way, I still went in there and told them that. And then did not get the job. Put my family in strain and straits. Put my family in strain and strains. Well, I had to work, you know, some crazy schedules all the time just to make sure that my family was straight, working through mania. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say like I don't have some coherence, but it doesn't, it's not to the point where it's full rationality. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not to a point where it really makes logical sense. You know, at that time, I just want to do music. And I'm finna go make this happen through music. Not realizing the struggle that comes with it. You know, I had another episode, once again, where I went and got a Dodge Scat Pack. You know what I'm saying? $60,000 car, went in there. I'm making like $15.50 an hour. We had to get 2 and 3 jobs just so I could be able to pay for the car note and pay for the bills of the house. I'm living with mental illness. Man, my next episode, I get on there, and then from there, I get on social media and I rant and I talk about family and friends and to them people, I'm sorry, but in the same sense, I understand why I made that decision in that moment. While I was having the episode, in that moment, I was hurt by some of the things that they said and did. And the thing that's interesting is they'll never acknowledge what they said or did, but it's on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one with the issue, which I get. But in the same sense, you had a part to play in it too. But it's cool. It's cool. I'm the one that's crazy. I'm the one that got the issues. I'm the one, you know what I'm saying? So I'll wear that and I'll deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I made some bad choices. But I did that. Gave away my studio. Gave away. Now, I said this before, I wanted to do music. I just bought a bunch of new studio equipment. Gave it all away. Gave away my jewelry, my favorite watch, my favorite hats. Gave all of that up. Because I was manic. Approached people, said shit I shouldn't have said to them. And that's in every episode. Like, man, getting ready to fight a homeless man, getting ready to fight a pastor during mania. Going off on my moms, going off on my brother, going off on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Going off on my ex-wife, you know what I'm saying? Going off on everybody. Because I'm manic. And you would think that would be enough. But then when you come from these highs, now when I say highs, I'm saying like you're in a state of euphoria, you enthusiasm, you feel everything's great, everything's working out in your favor, everything is lovely, everything is peaches and cream, everything is nice, and then you're not sleeping, you're not thinking, you go to sleep for a few hours and then you back up and you're moving around and all this other stuff, and what people don't understand is like, then you got to come down. Now, all that energy that you was expending, that energy that you had, because here's the thing, because of the meds I take, I don't have a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like on a day-to-day functioning, like I could easily sleep 12 to 16 hours a day. Easy. If I didn't work, I could easily sleep 12 to 16 hours a day every day, just with the meds that I take. Tired. But when you're manic, you don't need that sleep and you feel good. But then when you come down from that mania, you have what they call manic depression. And when I tell you, man, like manic depression, some bullshit, manic depression is horrible. Manic depression is like, it's worse than regular depression because it's like, man, you're extremely low at the low. You're tired. You can't function. You feel suicidal. You feel like offing yourself. you feel like this is it. This is the end of it. This is the end of me. Don't know if I'm going to be able to make it out of this. Yeah, man, like, it's tough. And I'm not saying this to say, woe is me. I'm just saying, like, this is what I live with. Me. This is what I live with. While other people got high blood sugar and high blood pressure and, they battles, this is my battle. This is my battle. This is what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very hard because it's like knowing this is something that until I pass, until I'm no longer here, this is what I got to deal with. It's tough. It's funny. My doctor, they wanted to diagnose me with bipolar at an earlier age, but they didn't want to give me the stigmatism because they knew, how people would perceive me. They knew that, with bipolar stigmatism, there's the idea, the thought, the person is crazy. And that's what they didn't want to do. But it's funny how that still end up happening later down the road. I had a friend that was like, man, you lost the respect of all the people that loved you, and you lost that respect, and they don't look up to you no more than they used to. And people don't understand, like, I used to be a preacher, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to Sunday in, Sunday out, you know what I'm saying, stand up, try to give people words of encouragement, but it's like, how can I give words of encouragement when I'm fucked up? And ultimately end up getting to the point where I stopped believing. Then I started seeing things, I'm like, well, that don't make sense. That don't make sense either. That don't make sense. Like, but to go from one's respected position in the community to like you ostracize and demonize, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just this villain is interesting to me. It's interesting. So interesting. Like, life is about duality. Duality. If there's good, there must be bad as well. It has to balance itself out. You know what I'm saying? You may be going through a hard time, but not realizing that there's a blessing on this side. Because both are true. Both exist. Just interesting, man. I could go on and on, like, there's so much damage that I've done. Certain things I won't say on camera because, that's still currently going on. But, man, it's just something I deal with. And it's like I wish I could take people inside of my head or inside of my heart where they could feel and see, you know what I'm saying, what was going on at the time, but it's not possible.